Many fantasized over this ship for so long that others thought it is not possible. The Grandoys, it seems, is it true that the feat is not a mere 2 or 3 year work? However, some writers didn't fret the challenge, and the result was the ship of Wonderbat that sailed not only through the pages of comics, but also in the scene's digital art. While the ship has docked on various ports for short time spans, it hasn't reached a particular destination at least once since it sailed. So today's journey is to uncover the real possibility for the Wonderbat ship to reach a destination, and does the past story show the way for it? While this is going to be a long ride, it is surely to be filled with sceneries and beauties we have never seen before. So everyone get ready to embark on a journey to the destination of immortal lovers. To predict the future, we must understand the present. To understand the present, we must know the past. Therefore, let's go to the time where it all began, to the first time our goddess and god met. The comic series Brave and the Bold, issue number 78, which began its run on 1955, brought us more than a meeting between Batman and Wonder Woman. When looking at the comic, we get the idea that Bruce and Diana have surely known each other for some time, but this is the first time writers brought two of them into the same graphic panel. The comic made fans go bonkers, as it was the first time Wonder Woman fell in love with Batman, and writers decided to bring that scene without any prior hints. Wonder Woman and Batgirl originally pretended to fight over Batman in order to fool Copperhead, but Diana ends up falling for real after their fake act. Time passed, but memories rarely fade, and eventually, Bruce and Diana expressed interest in each other and went on dates in later issues of the Brave and the Bold comics. This was during the time Steve Trevor had died. However, if we go by the scenes and not by the year it was written, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Trinity comic series shows us the very first time Batman and Wonder Woman meet. First impression for both of them couldn't get any worse. They started on the wrong foot. The two disagreed over each other's methods when they first met, and she initially saw him as a brute. Clark had to intervene to stop both of them going at each other. But that is how most love stories begin, which one day will develop into an inseparable bond. In the same comic, after their initial meeting, Batman visits to the Paradise Island to call upon Diana. Yet when he set foot on the magical island, he was too infused with its charm. His search for Diana came to an end when he found her bathing in the woods in her purest form, and he was so overcome by her beauty and the magic of the island, unable to resist, he kissed her. This earned him a punch, but later paved the way to something magical. The comic, however, reveals in the end that both of them never forgot the memory, and Batman continued fighting for it. Although many of us got to see the close relationship of Batman and Wonder Woman in the Justice League TV series,
we have to help that man.
That's not what we're here for. Someone's tampering with history. The stakes are much bigger than the life of one card shark.
Then it's settled. We'll break him out after sundown.
it is not the source of the romance. The roots had been laid in the pre-Flashpoint timeline. When Diana showed up in Gotham for the first time in War of Gods #2 in 1991, she was scared of Batman. But when she worked together with him, Diana got to know that deep down he was an honest man, thus getting him to trust her. Romance didn't start here, but only from here on out, some sort of great trust in him seemed to have built. The two came to respect each other in time, with Batman eventually developing a fondness for her. His deep care for come to limelight when he was deeply saddened at the time her soul was incinerated by Necron in Wonder Woman number 125, 1997. For a man who doesn't trust anyone, gently running a finger on her surely can mean little more than him caring for her. In Legends of the DC Universe number 32, released in 2000, Batman told her that despite their differences, they would have to live with who they are and gifted her a rose. Bruce thought of her as one of the most good-natured beings he had known, being inspired by her faith in a world full of peace and compassion. In Wonder Woman number 165, She helped him break out Phobos' control, stating despite his darkness, he always had kindness and compassion deep down in his heart, which she cherished the most among all. The two began a flirtatious relationship while as members of Justice League of America and Grant Morrison's Justice League of America, which ran from 1997 to 2006.
Those pecs real, or is it just the suit? Maybe we should see what's under these costumes.
After Batman becomes delirious due to time travel, Diana helps him in recovering, and he states that he isn't a perfect human, which is beautiful just like her, a statement that shocks her. When they are about to die as part of his plan to defeat the League of the Ancients, the two kiss before heading off to their deaths. In JLA number 90, Diana states that while he is a true warrior, he is engulfed by darkness and can be stubborn, rude, and ruthless. She uses Martian Manhunter's transconsciousness articulator to see a possible future with him. After seeing, she states to Bruce that she saw their potential of a wonderful relationship in numerous ways, yet she is still scared of risking their close friendship over it, finally to be left without him if things don't go the way they envisioned. However, the memory of her love for Bruce and the dreams she saw did leave a strong impression in her mind. Wonder Woman was raised in a society that allowed for free expression and experimentation. Diana has experienced love with women, men, gods, and mortals. Among them, Steve Trevor is the first man Diana has felt a kinship with in her long life. Batman, on the other hand, knows Wonder Woman intimately as a hero and a person. In turn, she knows Bruce and connects with his warrior spirit and dedication to justice. Diana's compassion towards Steve and affection toward Bruce was put into real test at one moment during Blackest Night. There, it was revealed that one who ultimately has her heart. Unfortunately for Steve Trevor, the love between Batman and Wonder Woman may be the will of the gods, especially Goddess of Love, Aphrodite. As Diana was pulled out of one of her darkest moments, she may have come to the realization that the Dark Knight is her one true love. After the Princess of Themyscira was forcefully inducted into the Black Lantern Corps, those bonds were put to the test in Blackest Night Wonder Woman number 2. As Cassandra Sandsmark, Donna Troy, and Queen Hippolyta all fall to the zombified Diana, she attempts to wrestle back to take control, and at that moment, Batman arrives to help her. With Bruce Wayne thought dead at the time, Diana knows it must be a fantasy, but she gives in and falls into Bruce's arms while Star Sapphire Power Ring glows, waiting for her to accept it. Nonetheless, Diana's hunch is correct, because the events of the entire issue were actually the goddess Aphrodite putting Diana in a stimulation to prevent her from harming any living souls. Love is one of the biggest driving forces for Diana, and it's the reason why she was bestowed as a Star Sapphire. But the fantasy crafted by Aphrodite allowed Diana to express a more romantic love, one that revealed who her soulmate truly is. It also doesn't hurt that to save Diana, the Goddess of Love added Batman in her fantasy, believing he would be the ultimate solution to her life, which he was. Next, we come to our beloved animated series, where this whole idea of Wonderbat came to life. DCAU Universe's Justice League and Justice League Unlimited TV series, regarded as the pinnacles of Justice League animated stories, captured from the very beginning of Diana's and Bruce's romance.
You're keeping late hours.
You should talk. Checking up on me?
They first met each other in the episode Secret Origin. When the man's world was attacked by alien Imperium, Batman didn't trust anyone, and he is a very closed person, but he liked Diana as Diana's company made him comfortable and happy. Although they had little to no understanding about each other, Diana worried about Bruce a lot. Batman! Compared to her interest in the rest of the League members. The attack happened on Gorilla City, made Diana realize Batman's hidden love for her and kissed him on the cheek to reciprocate the feelings. Although they were secretly in each other's heart, episode Maid of Honor created both of them the chance to get to know each other well during their dance together.
May I have this dance?
Yes. Thank you, Mr.
Wayne. Bruce Wayne.
I appreciate the rescue.
They eventually developed a growing fondness for each other. Later that episode, Wonder Woman again asked for Batman's hand in dance, hinting that she now knows the secret identity of him as well.
You know, we never did get to finish our dance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you say so, but you're still taking me dancing.
After nearly 2 years with the Justice League, Diana had come to trust and rely on Batman more and more. Plus, she cannot keep her feelings towards Batman bottled down, as even within the team, she speaks highly of Batman and from time to time boasts about him.
Proximity alert, 12 o'clock.
I see nothing.
Batman designed the ship. If its sensors say something is there.
Your trust in Batman's engineering skills was well placed.
When the Nurgurans invasion took place, Justice League split up and went undercover. Diana joined Batman, whom she knew to be Bruce Wayne. They shared their first kiss in an Indian restaurant at that time. While Diana was open about their relationship, Bruce wanted to hide it as best as he could. However, the whole team was aware of their relationship, and from time to time, their buddy John Stewart, aka the Green Lantern, doesn't forget to crank 1 or 2 jokes towards Batman and about his secret romance.
What's going on between you and Diana?
Nothing. She's a respected colleague.
Uh-huh.
Diana's a remarkable woman. She's a valued friend. She's standing right behind me, isn't she?
Don't let that stop you. Keep digging.
Batman and Wonder Woman showed more obvious signs of their growing feelings for each other, even at the time when they were turned to kids.
Your girlfriend sure is bossy. Shut up!
Until now, 2 of them cared for each other secretly, but now Diana wants to go public. In the episode Little Piggy, she suggests that they begin dating. But you know Batman. He remains hesitant and gives many reasons why it is dangerous.
1. Dating within the team always leads to disaster. 2. You're a princess from a society of immortal warriors. I'm a rich kid with issues. Lots of issues. And 3. If my enemies knew I had someone special, they wouldn't rest until they'd gotten to me through her.
Love is so deep. He intentionally tries to hide his feelings, knowing that his love for her will put her life at risk, and all of his enemies will try to take revenge on him by hurting her. He logically knows she is more than capable of battling his villains, but his love doesn't allow for him to put her in harm's way. However, when the time comes for him to be there for Diana and fight for Diana, writers show that we don't always need words to show our love, but our actions too speak the language of love. When Cersei cast a spell on Wonder Woman and turned her into a little piggy, Batman was ready to take any measures in order to save Diana. The interesting part is Wonder Woman reveals she knows he's saying an amphitheater when she suddenly commences humming, "Am I Blue?" and hints that she doesn't need his answer anymore to know he loves her more than anyone. At first taken by surprise, Batman ends up smiling. Batman's love and care for Wonder Woman was clearly evident in this episode. After giving a taste of wonderbat to fans through Justice League TV series, writers continue to build their stories around the couple from time to time. In Justice League Beyond 2.0 comics, which are a continuation of the DCAU, Wonder Woman is shown falling in love with Lord Batman of the Justice Lords when Justice League visits his home world to help them wage war against his former comrades. If you remember, in Justice League episode A Better World, Lord Batman helped Justice League to save Hawkgirl from Arkham Asylum and travel back into our dimension to defeat Justice Lords. So now, when Lord Batman tried to take stand against his former comrades, Justice League is there to assist him. During that time, we are shown Diana and Bruce's Justice Lords, development of romantic feelings towards one another, and she decides to stay back on his world unlike the others who returned. Then the two eventually got married. In our world, Diana was somewhat scared to show her heart and love for Batman, as she thought that much care and attention could lead to harm their dearly friendship. She didn't want to risk it. However, in Justice Lord's world, when she got to know that Bruce too has feelings for her, without any second thoughts, she decided to give her whole heart to him in return of his. The bold decision both of them took brought happiness and bliss to their lives. Yet, not all the stories end in happily ever after. After a couple of years, defeated members of Justice Lords re-emerge, and Lady Wonder Woman kills Lord Batman as revenge, making Diana alone in that world. After death of his beloved, Diana decided to return to the world of Justice League. She is overjoyed and emotional to see the Bruce of our universe alive after returning. But so much time has passed, and she learned that he no longer has feelings for her. Even though she didn't receive the love she came looking for, she was glad and very much thankful for him being alive after she lost him in that world. In Injustice Gods Among Us, Superman is put into a magical slumber where he dreams of a world where the Joker's evil plot fails in killing Lois. In this dream, Bruce is married to Diana, who is the Secretary of United Nations, and they are living happily together with their daughter. In Dark Knight's Metal, released in 2017, Batman and Wonder Woman of an alternate Earth in the dark multiverse fall in love while fighting side by side against Ares. Eventually, Diana falls in battle and he becomes insane after wearing Ares' new war helmet to kill him. In that same multiverse, the Batman who laughs, who has visited multiple universes while admiring Diana's persistence against him, states that he has seen their relationship in various universes, including some where they are lovers, some where they are married and living happily with their children. In Batman number 39 through 40 of the Rebirth era, released in 2018, the two grow close to each other while spending years in an alternate dimension called the Realm, where they fight the hordes of Gehenna. She admits she finds him attractive and had feelings for him, yet didn't want to come between him and Selina. He also confesses that he had always thought of her more than a comrade and friend, but was afraid to cross the line. Later, they lean toward one another, where Diana bites his face and lips before their lips touch each other. Even though it seems like only in the recent years writers have started to capture the love between Wonder Woman and Batman, it is not completely true. In comic series released in 2003, Superman and Batman, Generations 3, Diana marries the immortal Bruce and stays with him for over a century. When Queen Hippolyta passes away and Paradise Island becomes lawless, Bruce supports Diana to return to look after Paradise Island as its queen. However, when Earth is invaded by waves of paradooms, and Batman and other remaining members of the League, including Superman, are in the brink of failing, Diana returns to back up the League and her beloved Bruce. Also, for the first time in DC history, Wonder Woman and Batman feature as the romantic couple for the Valentine special edition in all-new Batman, The Brave and the Bold number 4, based on Batman, The Brave and the Bold cartoon series released in 2011. In this story, Batman and Wonder Woman, two falls in love after being shot by Eros. Bruce, however, breaks out of it and uses her lasso of truth to save Diana as well. When asked, he states that he's already dedicated to justice, yet also states that it doesn't require a shot from Eros to fall for her as he has always been. So, it seems like the creators have dipped their toes every now and then in this vast ocean dedicated to Wonderbat, and it is a matter of time before we see the love of Diana and Bruce unravel in the DC animated universe and in the big screen. The only question is, when will it be? When will we finally see this most desired fantasy love become a reality?
Don't be.
So, guys, what do you think of Wonderbat? Please tweet #Wonderbat, make it a reality, at DC Comics and Official Top Flicks. comment your thoughts and feedbacks. And if you enjoyed the video, please share it with your friends. That means a lot to me. Until next time then.